The film opens with a shuriken flying through the air and hitting a wooden post as a man runs for his life. When the man reaches the road, the creeper suddenly drops from the sky and flies off with him while another man watches from his truck. When he gets out to investigate, he looks up in the air and sees a severed hand fall from the sky. 23 years later. Shortly after the events of the first Jeepers Creepers film, the police discover the creeper's truck filled with dead bodies. The truck has been rigged with several booby traps, including spikes that emerge from the bed of the truck, and a spear that shoots out from the tailpipe. When Sheriff Dan Tashtego arrives, Sergeant Davis Tubbs, Brandon Smith, tells him what happened, and Tashtego informs him that the creeper has been around for thousands of years and must be stopped. They then rush to get the creeper's truck back after learning it is headed for the impound. As the tow truck driver Frank and Deputy Lang transport the vehicle, the creeper lands on the tow truck and severs the cables. They then watch as the truck drives off seemingly on its own, while the creeper stands on top of it. When the truck turns around, the creeper lands on Frank and abducts him while Lang stands frozen in fear. The next day, an elderly woman named Galen Brandon sees a vision of her son Kenny, who was killed by the creeper 23 years earlier. He warns her that the creeper will soon return to uncover something buried on the property and will kill anyone who's still there, including her and her granddaughter, Addison, when it does. Meanwhile, Tashtego informs Tubbs that he has put together a small team to hunt down the creeper and kill it, once and for all. Later, a group of teenagers discover the creeper's truck in a field. After finding the bodies, they take off on dirt bikes, but one of them, Kirk, is shot in the leg with the spear. As two of the other boys try to free him, the creeper returns and kills them both with another spear. The last boy is abducted by the creeper as he tries to escape for peeing on the creeper's truck. Later, Addison goes into town to buy hay for her horse. When she can't pay for it, her friend Buddy Hooks helps her out and the two drive up to a plantation house to deliver more hay. There they find the owner and a couple other men hiding under cars, but before they can get help the creeper arrives and abducts Addison, leaving Buddy traumatized. Meanwhile, Galen discovers a sack containing the creeper's severed hand buried in her front yard, and when she touches it she goes into a hypnotic state. When Tashtego and Tubbs arrive with the team, she reveals that the hand contains secrets about the creeper's origins, and Tashtego decides to touch it to uncover a way to kill it. Addison wakes up in the creeper's truck along with Kirk, and together they try to find a way out. However, when Kirk reaches for the door handle, a metal rod shoots out from between the seats and impales him in the head. Meanwhile, Tashtego and Tubbs discover the creeper's location, and they head off to find him, along with Michael, who has a machine gun attached to his truck. They find the creeper driving down the highway in his truck, but when they shoot at it, the bullets deflect, and Michael is killed. A small explosive is then ejected from the bottom of the creeper's truck, and when it goes off, Tashtego and Tubbs' car lands in a field. Tubbs gets out and tries to shoot the creeper, but all of his shots miss. Before the creeper can kill Tubbs, Tashtego calls out and the creeper goes for him instead. When the creeper jumps into the air, Tashtego shoots him several times with the machine gun, but the bullets have no effect and he is tackled to the ground and struck in the head with an axe. When the creeper stands up, he removes his axe from Tashtego's head and walks away, while Tubbs watches from afar. That night, the creeper discovers that Addison is still alive, but before he can kill her, she causes the metal rod to shoot out and impale him in the head. She quickly escapes and runs through a field, and he attempts to throw a spear at her, which barely misses her head. He is then hit by a truck and Addison runs away. When the truck driver gets out to see what happened, he is killed by the creeper. Addison runs and hides in a field, but she is found by Galen and Buddy and the three leave together. The creeper later returns to Galen's house where he finds a sign that says, "We know what you are," along with his severed hand. The creeper yells out in anger. The next day, Addison says goodbye to Buddy as he leaves for a high school basketball game, in the same school bus that is later attacked by the creeper in the second Jeepers Creepers film. 23 years later. Trish Jenner, the young woman from the first film, is seen typing a letter on a computer calling for people to fight against the creeper when it returns, and vows to get revenge on the creeper for the death of her brother, Derry.